Resident Evil Classic Collection. That is coming. It is now a thing. That is awesome. For the longest time, you couldn't get these games anywhere unless you were willing to emulate or even get older collections back on older consoles. It was just very hard to find these older games. And with the remakes coming out, doing very well, actually. They are very good, very good. I was thinking like a while back, wow, that would be great if we got a Resident Evil Classic collection, and it looks like we're getting that for sure on GOG. Good old games. So yeah, that's really cool. So if you look right here, we have Resident Evil bundle, and then up here we have coming soon on both the third and second games. But there is a $9.99 price tag for Resident Evil 1. So I mean, it's just a better deal to get all three. But with these not out yet, I mean, you can wait, right? You can wait. I know I'll be waiting. I do play these on my computer already, by means that aren't through storefronts. But yeah, now that these are actually available coming back to purchase, people like me that, have been playing these games for years and years and we just love them to death. It's really cool to see new people getting to be able to play these old games. I mean, they may not like them as much as us older people do, us old heads, but I think they're really fun. They have a very different feel from the remake, so if you've never played the originals, you should definitely check these out. They are very, very good. Let's see what the first game has to offer on their storefront. It's already got it's a good port, and I've been seeing that a lot of screenshots too are very high res. Like, I wouldn't say like HD or anything, but like the way things just look more cleaned up. We got yawn right here, yawn. Oof, the good old herb room where you can screw over yourself if you wanted, which some people did. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll probably be buying this for, I don't know, the 30th time. Who knows how many times I've bought these games. Capcom, you have so much of my money. It's just ridiculous. And speaking of Capcom, what else are you throwing out here, huh? I see you got a Dead Rising remake on the way. That trailer dropped today as well. That looks very interesting because Frank West, he does look like Frank West. He's just a little bit, more in depth, has a little more gray hair, which is cool. I actually think that's pretty cool. I'm just happy to see that this game's not only getting just an HD treatment, but also a remake treatment, maybe something along the lines of a Dead Space remake kind of thing, where it holds true to the original with tweaking a few things here and there for just an ease of feel for today's day and age. I know there's a couple annoying parts in the original Dead Rising that got very, very tedious. Anytime you would go outside and there was those convicts driving around, I'm sure you remember if you played that, they were annoying. And yeah, it's just, how do you expect to take down a car? You're on foot, swinging like a 4x4 at these guys, just ridiculous stuff. But I'm very excited for this because yeah, they're going back to Willamette. They're going back to where it all started, the mall. And I remember way back in the day when this game first came out on the 360. This is around the popularity and hype of the George A. Romero remake of Dawn of the Dead. And yeah, that was just a really good remake. Zack Snyder, I believe he's the one that did it. And yeah, I mean, say what you will about him nowadays, but back then, when he made that remake, I was like, this is a fun movie. And since then, I was like, oh, I just want to kill some zombies in a mall setting where I can just pick up a TV or pick up a golf club, the bench people sit on, and barricade things, and just survive in a mall setting, because that just seemed like the most doable thing to do. And Then Dead Rising came out, and I played it, and I was like, this is it. This is what I wanted. I mean, it's not the story of the movie because it's not the movie. It's not even based off the movie. It just happens to take place in a mall. And that was so fun back then. The only thing I didn't like as a kid was that 72-hour thing, where you had only 3 days to do what you needed to do in the mall. And just being on a time limit as a kid felt stressful. Like, I was always freaking out about what to do, feeling like if I don't do this right, I'm not gonna, play the game the right way or the way it's supposed to be played by the developers saying. But yeah, it was still a fun time just, going in there and chopping up some zombies, using whatever means necessary. It wasn't until later on when, it got re-released on newer consoles when I tried it again and really delved into it and, beat the full story. You got the true ending when you go and fight the I think it was a colonel general in a tank. Yeah, it gets wild at the end. But it was definitely a good time and worth the playthrough. Even if you don't get the true ending, it's still a really fun time. So if with this remake, reimagining, whatever they do, I hope they keep it true to the original while maybe doing things a bit differently, like a mode where there's no timer, a mode where there is the timer. Are they going to get rid of those loading screens anytime you go in and out of different areas of the mall or going into the outside area? Or is that all going to be just seamless now? And will zombies be able to follow you through those doors? So I'm just very curious, especially like the horde of zombies that they can put on a screen nowadays compared to back then. Like back then, it was insane seeing how much, like in the garage area when you would drive your car and just be plowing through zombies. You're like, this is insane the amount of zombies are in this game. So now I'm very curious to see. Anyways, I just was excited to hear about Capcom releasing some really good zombie games coming out. Old zombie games, not new ones actually. So I guess I'm just excited to buy things that I already have. I don't know what that says about me, but I do know that it is going to be a fun time. Anyways, I'll leave it with that. Thank you.